I want to share a brief story in the sense that if you're going through a difficult time, if you're frustrated, if things aren't going your way, something that may be helpful to you, because this was helpful to me. And a few years ago, I felt that every day I was hitting a bad break. So meaning that things weren't going my way, nothing was going right. I was continuously frustrated. I was scared. I was dealing with all these different challenges in the business, personally, just all over the place. And I just kept thinking, why me? Like, what is happening here? Like, will this bad luck turn? And a wise mentor of mine at the time, I shared all this with him, and he responded back to me with saying, Mike, you really got to think, okay, let's say, for example, there's a mile radius around you. Do you know how many people would love to trade places with you? With all this misfortune that you believe that you are having, with all the challenges that you are experiencing, how many people would trade places with you anywhere you are in the world within a 1 mile radius of you? And, as soon as I kind of gained that perspective, I really started to realize this, there's this topic of gratitude. And a lot of people talk about gratitude. And when you mention it to someone who is having a very, very difficult time saying, well, you should be more grateful, that can be difficult to hear. But I've learned over the years that gratitude is really the antidote to any negative emotion. So it's the neutralizer of any envy, hostility, blame, worry, irritation, whatever it might be, whatever you might be going through. Realize that it is impossible to be grateful and angry at the same time. Can't do it. So what gratitude involves is really paying attention to what you have versus what you don't have, and appreciating all of the good, all the strengths that you have, your relationships, your experience, your expertise, all across the board. And when you approach things that way, they've done scientific studies on this. You are happier, you're more engaged, you're more productive, you're more effective, you make better decisions, and you can weather those storms. It's a much better state to be in than one where you're not grateful. So this is something that you can start right away. I mean, over the years, I'll share what's been most helpful to me. I have done something that's called the 5-minute journal. It's an actual physical journal. They also have an app now. It's called 5-minute journal. And every morning, every single day for the last almost, 4 or 5 years straight, I start every day by listing out 3 things or people that I am grateful for. And then in the evening as well, you do this exercise. It takes no more than 5 minutes. And at first, I would do this and I couldn't really tell the difference. But over time, over months and years and so on, people started commenting like, "Are you such a grateful person? You seem so optimistic. It's just amazing." Like, people who hadn't seen me in years thought that I was a changed human being. And it was just because I built this habit of constantly being grateful for all the things that I have and everything that was going on in my life, even as, seemingly bad things were happening. I would even approach those in a different way as, what is the lesson that, from this experience that I can take away? How can I learn? And being grateful every single day. So this is something we've integrated into Crisp culture too. Every single week we do a gratitude thread in our Slack channel. People sharing what is, one thing, one person that you're grateful for, and the entire team shares. And I'll tell you this, if you can find at least one person or one thing in your life that you were grateful for, even today, and you would say you call this person or text this person or write them a card or whatever it might be, you just might make their day and also probably make your day as well. So gratitude is always something that can improve that. And as much as I used to believe, gratitude, it's like, it seems nice. There have been studies that show physiological changes, that we can actually show positive mental health changes, and you can be a happier, more successful individual, a better leader, and a better support person to everybody around you. So just remember that it's impossible to be frustrated and sad and anxious and hostile and grateful at the same time. So whenever you're feeling any certain kind of way, gratitude is the antidote. And that's how I snap myself out of it. No matter how bad things can get, no matter how frustrated I can get, boom, I'll sit down and write out, okay, what are 10 things or people that I'm grateful for? And before you know it, you start to feel quite different. And now you can actually tackle those challenges. So I'm wishing you guys a happy holiday season. And this is a great time to be grateful for everything that you have, everyone around you, all of the good. And there's still a lot of good things, good people, great experiences, great lessons, all of that out there. And I'll tell you what, if you think I'm ridiculous right now, being all grateful and everything like that, try it. Maybe you might become one of these crazy, ridiculous people that just seems grateful and optimistic all the time. Could be worse.